Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. We are already into July. I hope everybody had a safe 4th of July and had fun with family, friends, whatever you did. We are on our way home from camping, so this is actually a pre-recorded video. We are on our way home, so I was not going to be able to make a live video. So anyhow, I have a project for you. Last week in my video, I had asked things that you guys want to see me make more of or whatever. And I actually had responses for some masculine projects. And so today I have a box for a man or woman if they go fishing. It's kind of like a little retirement. And then we made a little 3x3 card to go with it. So just a reminder to share my video either here on Facebook or YouTube. Comment that you shared the video so I can put your name into the drawing. I haven't drawn last week's name yet. I have to go through them and then put them in the computer so that the computer could pick who the winner is. But this week's winner is going to get a package of a lot of DSP that are in 6x6 sheets. So I've been going through all my DSP and cutting it into 6x6 sheets and putting them into packages. So you're going to get a surprise pack of DSP, a lot of different ones. So share my video. If you want the project sheet, join my email list. I'll have all of that information on the above if you're watching Facebook or below if you're watching on YouTube. And there'll also be the link to still join my all occasion card class that is in person July 13th, which is a Thursday. It's a new day. Normally I have it on Fridays, but because of summer, a lot of people are busy, so I moved it over to Thursday to accommodate. And then if you're not local, you can order the kit to go, and it'll be all the cards they'll be pre-made for you. Before I was sending you all the products, but then you needed all of the stamp sets that I was using, and I usually use 4 stamp sets, so I make 4 different designs, and then you make 2 each of each design, so you go away with 8 cards. So all the information for that will again be above or below, depending where you're watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please share my video, like my video, whatever it asks you to do, because the analytics will help me get more exposure. All right, so let's get started on this fun project. All right, so here is our project. It is a box. And like I said, we're making a little 3x3 card to go with it. So what's on this box is actually, I found this at the Dollar Tree, and it's called an organizer box. So for $1.25, you can make, let me take it out so we can put it in our new one. And I have to untie it all. So this little box can hold fishing hooks to go in a tackle box. So you can, fill it up with some weights. I'm trying to think of things fishing. I'm not a huge fishing person. My husband goes fishing, but hooks, weights, bobbers, whatever. So I created a box for it since you guys wanted to have a masculine project. So let's move this one aside and we will get started with ours. So we're going to start out with, the bottom's going to be Calypso Coral. And I chose that for my bottom. Okay, so our bottom is going to be 6 1/8, which is 2 notches over from the 6. You can barely see it on this trimmer because it's in this brown, but you can see the one is right there, and it's this last one here. So right there. So 6 1/8 by 6 1/8. And we're gonna score it at 1 inch all the way around. I'm gonna move this over because I'm gonna use this inch on this side. And we'll score and turn it. Score it. And score it. Okay, and then for our lid is going to be 5 5/8, which is the 2 notches after the half. So right there, 5 5/8. I have a lot of cardstock piling up over here, and 5 5/8 here. Now this one, we're only going to score this at 3/4 of an inch. And the reason I went smaller is because I want you to be able to see the Calypso coral bottom. And I'm lifting this up because it's getting caught on that notch there. Yeah, this way, if I would have went with the 1 inch, then you would have seen the Calypso coral on the bottom. So you just get that little sneak peek of that Calypso coral on the bottom. Okay, so let's put our boxes together. I don't know why this Very Vanilla, it keeps like, you know, it's not a color I use very often, but see how it like already kind of tore there? I mean, is there such a thing as cardstock going bad? Or maybe I needed to use the thick. Yeah, like I said, I don't use Very Vanilla that much. It's kind of, I can't see the lines. It's like the sun glare is there. We'll glue these together. And so we're just going to cut these the same way. Same old, same old. You know, sometimes when I'm creating these boxes for these projects, I feel like I've already created it. And I'm like, why did I go through all these measurements and everything again when I feel like I've already created this box? But what it is, you know, I just create so many boxes that they probably seem like the same thing, but I'm creating them for whatever's going into the box. So the measurements could be, I probably created this box with these same measurements before, but I didn't have this little container that we're going to put in it. So I think I've explained before about the how to create a box. You just figure out your length of your product that's going to go inside of it. Then you add the height of it, and you add the height by 2 because you need it on each side. So like this was 4 1/4, I believe, and then the height was 1 inch. So it was actually 4 1/8 was, and then the 1 inch on each side brings it to 6 1/8. So that's why our box is 6 1/8, and then you score what your height was, which was the inch. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully I did it right. Yep, see, our box fits in, our container fits in there. So now the lid was a little bit different because, like I said, I didn't do the 1 inch because of, this was the one that was torn already, so it's not fitting right. I will fix that. It looks not so great, but that one was the one that was already torn. Yeah, because I wanted to show just this is probably the one that I couldn't see the score line. Trim that just there. I wanted you to see that Calypso coral underneath. I can't talk and work at the same time. Do you all use a lot of Very Vanilla? It's like, I'm gonna trim this because I didn't. This looks like a mess. Yeah, I don't know why I don't use a lot of Very Vanilla, but let's take these off. And we're gonna put our lid on. This corner is not gonna be right because I could tell the way I glued it. So we are going to need a piece of DSP, which is gonna be 4, let's see, we're gonna use these ones. And this is all from the Gone Fishing DSP. And I might have these pieces right here that might fit. So Gone Fishing, I decided to go with the hooks because you can put hooks in that container. Let me show you some of the other patterns. They've got the bigger fish. They've got the checkerboard that's on the back. Or like gingham, buffalo check. They got fishing poles. Could have used this one with some, I think that's Pebble Path. There's the fish that we're going to use. This reminds me of denim jeans. Some more hooks. Some Pebble Path stripes. And this is like water with like a map on the back. So really nice DSPs. That one that looks like denim, I'm like, oh, you can make it like, I don't know. Have you seen any cards that look like jeans? So let's cut these. Let me make sure this piece might work. It's 4 exactly by 4. Oh my goodness. How perfect was that? 4 by 4. And that's going to go right on top. So then next we need a piece of this one to be 1 1/4 by 4. Let's see. That's 4. That's perfect. And 1 1/4. Perfect. I must have had those extra pieces left over. But now we need a piece of Misty Moonlight. I might have, look, I have a piece here, but let's see, is that going to be right? Told you I have a bunch of pieces. So this is actually, the cardstock's going to be 4 1/8. So look, I just need to trim a little off, but let's see if it's the right, by 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3, the one before the half. Perfect. Wow, that worked out. So we need those for now. And let's layer this piece onto here. See, it looks like denim jeans. I don't know. I think it does. It would be cute, like a denim fishing vest. Do they have denim fishing vests? Probably not. With this paper to go Gone Fishing. And then we'll put this one with the hooks on the lid. And I'm going to have to try and figure out if I can make a card that has like denim jeans. Silly me. But I remember we used to have a color called Dapper Denim. You guys remember Dapper Denim? So this one is going to get layered onto the front. And just like that. And then before, oops, did it move on me? Before we do our other things, we're gonna tie some of this ribbon. I have so many stamps because we're using so many different stamps. We're gonna tie this ribbon around. This is the natural ribbon. I thought it was called like Natural Twist or something, but it just says natural on it. Wait. Wavy trim. So I want to put this bow at the top of the box because we're going to have a lot of things going on the front of the box. So we're just going to tie this. This This is kind of the first time using this ribbon as well. Just a small bow, not a big bow. And let's trim that. I got these. Like I said, this is at the top because we have a lot of things going on here. So let's get our basic white cardstock because we are gonna stamp. I have so many stamps. So let's stamp our fish first. And he goes this direction. So I'm using Calypso Coral. And then here's our inside of our fish. I guess you would call it inside. I'm gonna stamp off first. And let's see how well I can line him up without sticking my head in the camera. So we got him. Anything else? Calypso Coral. Yes, we got the, let's stamp the the buoy. Why did that come off? Stamp the buoy in Smoky Slate. And we're going to use the bottom and Calypso. My stamps are all falling off. Maybe because I had them done ahead of time. That's Calypso Coral. Oops. There. And then now we got this guy. That is not in Calypso Coral. That is going to be in Misty Moonlight. Trying to remember all these colors I pulled out. Misty Moonlight. And he's full strength. And where's his insides? I'm missing his insides. So let's hold. Oh no, he's over here. He fell off. So now this one, I'm going to stamp off on him again. Try and line him up. And we got a congrats, which is for the card. Shall we do that now? We can, because then maybe we can do all our die cutting at once. But this is for the card. So congrats. And I'm not going to stamp the happy retirement. I'm going to wait till we die cut that piece. And last but not least, we are going to do this hook in Wild Wheat. My Wild Wheat looks a little juicy. I won't press so hard because it looks awfully juicy. Okay, so I told you a lot of stamping there. So let's get all these stamps out of the way so we don't get all inky. And last week I had ink all over my hands and got it all over the project. So I'm going to trim that so we can die cut. Let's get the cut and emboss machine. I'm like right up today, huh? Super close. Now let's see how many, let's flip these plates. Trade the plates to make sure they don't give me no trouble. We got a fish, we got a bobber, we got a hook. And then we're gonna cut this piece to, it might have to go the other way. Oh, it'll fit right there. And so I'm probably gonna have to use tape on a lot of these because there's so many pieces. And that one, do you guys have this stamp set? I had gotten it for actually Father's Day and my nephew's birthday. He's a fisherman. So that looks fine. And I need one more for that congrats, which is gonna go, this is for the card. And it fits. Should I tape that one down too? It looks like it's moving. But I think it fits because I used it. This one. Okay, they all look good. So keep our fingers crossed that none of them move. I've had that problem after I'm cutting it. It moves. I hope I got that tail end of the banner for Happy Father's Day because it was right at the edge. Okay, yep, they all cut up. So let's get this out of our way. I have a lot going on, don't I? This one we're gonna stamp. Now we can, let's see, we have, you can see where I was stamping off earlier. Here's our congrats. We're gonna move that out of the way because that goes to our card. We got this. Trying to get all these dies out of the way. All right, so now we can stamp Happy Retirement. So this would just be like a cute little coworker gift. Somebody retiring, or you could change the sentiment and give it to somebody for their birthday, somebody who's a fisherman or... Okay, so now we can go back here and start putting all these pieces together. So this one is going to go right over that ribbon like that. Let's put some dimensionals. Look, you can see all my figuring out of my projects. All my dimensions. See, remember I told you 4 1/8 by plus the 2 for the inches and comes out to 6 1/8. Telling you right there, that's how you figure out a box. So we'll add this hook up here. We'll add the bobber over here. We'll add this hook guy here. And our little fishy here, not so little fishy. It almost looks like tic-tac-toe, huh? And so there's your box, but we're not done. Where are my festive pearls? They are way over here. Now, I'm not sure what color this one is supposed to be, but it looks, I know these are gold, silver, red. I don't know if this is supposed to be pool party or, but it was a blue to me. So I was like, kind of a subtle blue for a man. And there, just like that. Okay, so that's our box. Now let's get our card. So our card is going to be 3 by 3. So, which means we need 6 by 3. So let's trim this down to 6 by 3. And then we're going to score it at 3 for our card. And then we're going to use the same designer series papers. But I think I'm going to have to cut this one again because this one is now going to be 7/8. So just before the 1. 7/8 by 2 7/8, just before the 3. Okay, and the Misty Moonlight will be 1 inch by 3 inches. So this kind of matches the box. We're not making all those other things. And then we need this one, which is going to be 2 7/8. So let's see if this is 2 7/8. It is by 2 7/8. And then we're going to need some, because we're going to do our envelope too. So let's layer these on. This goes on just like the other. I keep putting my glue lid on because it's so warm here, and even when we have the air conditioning going, it's like it feels like everything still melts. I kind of feel like my ink pads are getting dried out. So there's that one. Let's put this on the front. It's crazy, the weather. Yesterday we were having, it was so hot, and then all of a sudden we had thunder and lightning coming in, and then it would get nice again, and then all of a sudden we had thunder and lightning again. Just crazy. But everybody's been having crazy weather. So make sure your fish are going the right direction. So we have our fish. And here we're just going to put the little congrats. I need my little toe minis. And this one, the cardstock's light enough, you can write in the inside. But if you want to put a piece of basic white, which we can do real quick, it's going to be 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 as well, the same size as the DSP on the front. So 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Usually light cardstock. Sometimes I don't add white, but then I do. So it's your own personal preference. I think, I don't know, the white just makes it look a lot nice, crisper, cleaner, finished. And so we'll just add that right on there. I got glue. But there's our card. So again, we're not done. We need a 3 1/8 by 1 1/2 piece. So this is not going to be long. Well, we can go 3 1/8 this direction, because these are not really directional, by 1 1/2. And we're going to use our little 3 by 3 envelope. And I'm going to get my silicone mat so that we can put some glue. So it's up to you. You can put the glue on the paper. You can put it here on the envelope. I like to put it around the edges first. That way I know that it's going to get on the edges. And then this piece is just going to go, and I pretty much cut it like right, the dimensions are right the same as the envelope. And then we're just going to trim this off. So simple. You know that having the DSP match on the envelope from the card, just another simple, easy, but it makes it look finished and complete. So look, there's our card with our matching envelope, and here's our box with our goodie. And so there's a nice little retirement gift. This one I need to tie it up again and everything, but you can see, here's my original. Tie it up. There's the card and envelope, and here's my card and envelope. So I hope you guys enjoyed that project. This video was a little bit longer, but we did 2 projects, and I did the masculine one. If you guys have any more requests for me to do things, I have another idea to do this exact same box with this exact same project. When I do it, I will post pictures of it and show you guys. All right, everyone, have a good week, and I'll be back live next week. You take care. Bye.